Hello and welcome to another episode of Shankism 2.0. This is AP Modern World History. Today we are going to take a quick descent into 2.1, the Silk Roads. The time periods of these silky roads was the 14th and 15th centuries, in a time when merchants were efficiently and safely trading products like porcelain and trading that thing that's on the road was named after, what was it? Yes. The Milk Roads. No, I mean the Silk Roads. Not that silk. That silk. The economic lens is what we're going to use throughout this lesson. The Crusades paves the way in expanding these networks of exchange. European knights now wanted all these luxurious goods from Asia. Yeah, they're not going back to flavorless meat. China wanted Europe's shiny metals like gold and silver, so there's a lot of exchanging going on here. The rise of these new empires. Trade that once connected the Roman and the Hans in the 200s BC to the 200s AD, it fell dramatically when these two empires declined and fell. By the 8th and 9th centuries, the Abbasids pumped life back into the Silk Roads and the sea routes in the Indian Ocean. This ushered in the second golden age of the Silk Roads. The Tang dynasty will exchange paper and gunpowder, tea, silk, porcelain, and the compass. The Mongol Empire conquered the Abbasid Caliphate in 1258 AD and for the first time brought the Silk Road was under one system that respected merchants and enforced laws. The Mongols kept people safe on these roads, okay? The Silk Road. So more travel and trade occurred. If half the time I was on I-95, I would be beaten up and robbed. Yeah, I'm not traveling on that road again. Improvements in transportation and technology. People traveled in caravans in order to stay safe. Really? Not that caravan. That caravan. Come on, people. Way back during the Han Dynasty, the Chinese developed the magnetic compass and improved the rudder. Their junk ships were large, they had multiple sails, and the hull had compartments. Basically, they were less likely to sink because of that. These improvements would take a long time to get to Europe. You know what they say, though, China wasn't built in the night. The effects of growth in exchange networks. Merchants need a place to rest, right? Cities would grow because of these exchanges. Cities like Kashgar and in Western China, which had a steady flow of food and water. That's why Kashgar will change from a Buddhist city to the center of Islamic worship. Samarkand in Uzbekistan will also be known for its artist and Islamic learning. So cities are popping up everywhere. We're inns, and these were about 100 miles apart. The distance camels could travel without needing water. Teenagers can go about 100 seconds without water before they need to refill. Fun fact. China had many commercial innovations like a money economy. No bartering, only money. They had flying cash, which were systems of credit. Europe would copy this when they presented the bill of exchange, which is promised payment, at the banking houses like PNC. What? PNC wasn't in Europe during the time of the Crusades? Huh. Well, the Chinese had paper money and even Bitcoin. What? Not Bitcoin. Sure. Whoopsies. They didn't have Bitcoin. But they did have the lines of credit. They did have, the bills of exchange. All this is facilitating trade, paper money, making things much easier to trade. Europeans loved Asian goods. They developed a league. Not that league. That league. Which is less exciting. I get it, less exciting. This league consisted of German cities and Scandinavia in the 13th centuries, which controlled, protected, monopolized trade in the North Sea and the Baltic Sea. The league would eventually fall apart in the mid-17th century due to strong European governments protecting traders. They didn't need this league anymore if the government's going to do it for you. That's who protects us from marauders and pirates around our coast is our government. Well, this has been Shankism 2.0. That was 2.1. The Silk Road. Have a great day. Great